大家好，我是小松拓也。
Hello, my name is Sean Osada. More than 7.6 billion people live in this world, and each person has a unique story.
把日本的故事传递到全世界。あなたのストーリーを教えて。
松坂と
長田ショーンの
あなたのストーリーを教えて。
この番組はですね、毎回さまざまなゲストの方を迎え、そのゲストさんのストーリーに迫る番組です。
はい。ですけれども、それよりもまずは番組の冒頭でショーン君の今日のこの格好を突っ込みたいんだけども、どういうことですかね、この格好をしてるっていうのは。
実はですね、今日のゲストさん、スティーブン・ハインズさんという方なんですけれども、彼の招待でミス・イズ・インターナショナル、またミス・ファビュラスという大会の今日はメンズエスコート役で呼んでいただいたので、タクシード着てきてます。
ということで今日はこのミセスインターナショナルのイベント会場に僕ら足を運んでるんですけども、今日話を聞けるスティーブンさん、めちゃくちゃすごい人なんだよね。
はい、数々のアーティストさんと共演してて、春菜愛さんとか宇多田ヒカルさんとか八重健さんとか、
あと外国のタレントさんも、ハリウッドの
ダイアナ・ロスさんとか、はい、名だたるアーティストさんと共演してて、
すごいね、
ウォーキングのトレーナーさんもやってらっしゃるので、
はい、
すごい方なので今日はお話を伺えればと思います。
ぜひ楽しみに見てください。
So today we have Stephen Haynes on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
It's my pleasure, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to see you smile.
Today we just had a contest.
Yes, it's Mrs. International, and I'm one of the trainers. And being one of the trainers of this contest makes me feel good because I can really actually meet the ladies, and I have a chance to become friends with them, so it makes it magical.
But today you weren't just a trainer, you were also the judge for the contest.
That's the hard part because they become my friends. And then you're judging your friends, and when you judge your friends, you have to really be honest in a contest.
What's the criteria for judging?
And the most important thing for me is the smile. You can make all the mistakes in the world. It's okay with me. If you come out with a smile, it means it comes out. You're coming out to a stage happy. And that's the most important thing. I don't judge a woman or a man by their movements. I judge them by a smile. Because a smile is the nicest thing in the world. And when you have a smile, it means you have compassion.
How did you get into these types of contests?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. Oh my God. There's a lady from France named Ines. They call her the fashion guru. I was actually maybe 10, 12 years ago. I came to Japan as a dancer. And I was in Ebisu with my parents, and they were on vacation visiting me. And it was a beautiful summer day, and I had on shorts. And Ines said to my backside, "Oh, pretty butt." And then my mom turned around and said, "Excuse me, that's my son's butt." So then we started laughing, and she asked me to be the escort for the Miss Universe pageant. And so from there, we became friends, and we gradually started working together. She brought me into this field.
And since then, how many contests have you been a part of?
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hundreds. I'm the executive producer of the Today's Woman, and it's plus-size beauty contest. And the reason I actually started this contest is because I've done so many contests, and I'm very happy to do these contests. But basically, and honest, most of the ladies' body shape is the same. The style is the same. The dress is the same. The hair is the same. So for me, I wanted to do something different. So I always see these plus-size lovely ladies. They're always the hair and make, or the sister, or the person behind the stage, or even the audience. But I never see them on the stage. So I thought, why aren't these ladies on the stage? If we're going to do a contest and it's going to be fair, the contest should be fair to everyone. So I created this contest. So we have to look at it fairly, honestly, and professionally. We have to judge each person individual in their own style, in their own talent, in their own ability. So it's going to be challenging, but it should be fun.
And over the years, you have worked with many well-known artists.
Yeah, I've been very lucky.
Has there been anyone who was outstanding?
On American side, I have many, but I would say James Brown. And the reason I would say James Brown is because growing up in an African-American family, we grew up always soul music. And my whole family was like, James Brown, wow, he was like my older brothers and my parents, one of their all-time playing songs. So to be actually to see him and to meet him and to actually work with him and to bring my parents along, it was magical. And on the Japan side, I would say Nakamura Akina. Just to see somebody that amazing who's had so much turbulence, so pure, touch my heart.
And you work with artists like Diana Ross.
Yeah, I love Diana Ross. I'm the biggest fan of Diana Ross. And when I was working with Diana Ross, and I was backstage, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna knock on her dressing room, and I'm gonna ask her, doot, doot, doot. And the door opened, and she's standing on this huge box, and they're spraying her up and down with perfume. And I said, this is like a dream. So ever since that, I do it all the time. Don't ask, okay? But yeah, she is maybe my all-time entertainer because she has the look. She's done movies and singing and designing. I just think she's supreme. It was maybe one of my dreams come true.
You're also producing a film that's
Yeah.
coming up.
Oh my
Could you tell
God.
us a little bit about that?
I can't believe it myself. I have a student. I have many students. And I always look at my students differently, which makes everyone feel equal. And I have one amazing student. She's transgender. The first time I met her, it was during a typhoon. When she showed up, her hair was floppy wet, and she runs in and she's walking like a truck driver. Oh my God. And I said, relax, be yourself. And she told me her name is Kaide. And then I just thought, wow, this is something special. So during the first lesson, I just asked her, I said, sweetie, can I make this into a documentary film? And she said, okay. And then I said, do you think you're beautiful? And then she told me, you decide. And I said, wow, that would be a great title for a documentary. So I named it You Decide, and we started.
You met her, and then instantly you had inspiration to make a documentary. What was it so special about her?
She had zero confidence, but a pure heart. She had two people in her body and only wanted one. Her eyes was like a bouquet of flowers, and you don't know which one to choose. And she just was heavenly. And now we're actually so lucky we won 5 documentary awards. So I'm happy about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So from deciding to shoot a documentary, what was it like actually filming?
A lot of work. A lot of work. Woo, a lot of work. But the best part of filming is being in front of the camera and behind the camera. And you can actually see both sides. We didn't have a script. We did everything just spontaneous. So being on both sides, it shows you how important film is. I didn't think I could learn so much.
When is the film coming out?
The film comes out June 19th in Shibuya. It's gonna be something that I feel is I think it'll start a conversation. And if we can start a conversation about life, about the respect for all, and that we're all created equal. The only thing that separates you and me, I always tell people, is our last name. Besides the last name, we're all the same. So if this film can bring more people into the conversation and open the door for more people to enter, we all win.
I definitely believe in equality for all. So that's amazing for the film to reflect that theme. That's really important, I think, mostly for Japan to see.
Yeah, I love my Japanese friends, but I tell them all the time, they have to speak up. They can't stand in line. Step out of the line and say what you honestly feel. When you go to work, say what you honestly feel. Not just, yes sir, yes ma'am, in the line. If you feel something, say it. Because what you have to say is very important. And there'll always be someone to listen.
How do you think honesty changes art or perception of life for one person?
It makes it true. It makes it more beautiful. And it makes it free. Sadly to say, Japan has like one of the highest suicide rates in the world because people don't speak. People aren't able to express themselves. The school system telling you to stand in line in shiska. You don't have to be shiska. You have to speak. Because when you speak, people can get a chance to understand what you feel. And when someone gets a chance to understand what you feel, you get the opportunity to share it. And that's the most important thing. I get very emotional because I just think that if we don't cherish each other, what do we honestly have? And if you give me everything and you don't give it to the next person, how do I sleep? Because it wouldn't be fair that you give me everything and then the person next door has nothing. That's not fair to no one. That you can take so much but not give back. If we continue to do this in life, we all stop breathing. And that's what makes life unfair. If I can get, I can give. And that's the way life should be. Sorry. It's the truth.
If there are people out there who wants to make that conscious choice, to make a difference, how do you think they can make that first step?
By trying. When you walk down the street and you see somebody who has a little bit less than you, help them. Because tomorrow it might be you. Or do some charity. Or just look around. There's something everywhere to do. But you just have to open your eyes. As soon as you open your eyes, you'll see so many opportunities to gain and to give. It's not as hard as people make it out to be. It just has to be.
Do you have any goals or aspirations for the future?
I want to see the world look at each other not in color, but in smiles. And oh my gosh. And if I can do anything to make that possible, my goal would be to maybe open my heart more and open my front door more and allow more people to enter. Because the more people that you allow to enter a room, it shows more freedom for all.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Yes, first thing I'd like to say thank you to you because you have a broadcast, and a broadcast means speaking to people. And if we can all do this, and we do it right, and we do it fairly, it can make many opportunities open. So if one person watches your broadcast and he shares the information, shares the compassion, but actually, like my friend Snezana says, feels the love, it makes everything possible. So I thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, for coming here today, for inviting me to the contest. I hope our friendship will be long-lasting.
Oh, no, it has to be. You don't have a choice. But I thank you again, and may your broadcast, may your sense of style, but mostly may the way you carry yourself transform a lot of people.
I hope so too.
With that smile, I'm sure you can.
Thank you again, Stephen.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
それと僕らの番組では、ゲストを募集しています。深いストーリーを持っているとか、今日のように外国の方々も、本当ウェルカムなので、ぜひコメント欄の方に、応募お願いします。それではまた次回もぜひお楽しみに。またね。
バイバイ。
バイバイ。